Hello my friends, I'm back with my twin bin. This is the second shoebox. The first shoebox we went ahead and did yesterday, and I reset the whole thing, and it was, I got, come on, 473 worms off of it, and I reset it with more Drake elm leaves that had been pulverized and some fruit, and pulverized eggshell, and of course that just worked out perfectly. So I'm going to do the same thing with this one and reset it, and because they have been trying to run them the same, and I went from did my little graph here that I wanted to show you from yesterday, and I had gone from 50 to 162 to 172 to 473 over the 6 months. This side was the one we fed the the packing peanuts that are supposed to be edible. You know, I mean, if your child ate them, you don't have to run to the emergency room. So I figured the worms would like them too. Unfortunately, the worms never eat. You can see how these guys with just cardboard went 3 times what they were. This just stayed the same. But then I switched back over to cardboard, and they started to multiply quickly. And you can see either I was a poor counter on this one and a better counter on this one, or these guys have, you know, superseded my expectations. As far as the castings, what I was able to pull out, I got one of these off of each one, and the first one was 3 pounds 9 ounces, and the second one was 3 pounds 7 ounces. So I mean, you know, if you could do this every 6 months, say you had an apartment and you have your plants indoors and outdoors, and you think, oh gee, I need to buy said brand fertilizer, or I need to, you know, you could do this and save yourself the money, and also be adding to the growth of the soil. So what we're going to do is I'm going to then go back in just like I did yesterday, and I'm going to put a little toilet rolls so that they have a little place to crawl and find and have a good time. And I'm going to put, this was the leaf mulch that I had in there that I just pulled out, kind of separated everything and tried to make it nice and neat. And oops, I see another worm. Add them to the numbers. Now, there were quite a few yesterday that I know I missed also, so I'm giving an approximate. I think they've both done stellar. They're just wonderful. I'm so pleased. And to that, I'm just going to add some banana around the rims of this. Not a whole lot. They've really gone through an ordeal today, having me count them, I think. And then, oh, let's just add, oh, I don't do it the same as I did it before. And this is the pulverized Drake elm leaves. And they come out feeling like, well, I don't know, very, very, very fluffy. That's all I can say, very fluffy. And then I'm going to add a little bit of eggshell to it. Not a whole lot. I think you have to realize this is grit, and it's used because the worms have a gizzard that is what it hits first before it hits their stomach. And so this gizzard needs grit. But, and this is eggshell, which we use as grit, but these leaves are coming from my front yard, and a lot of them are being swept up, and along with the sweeping is sand that is either in my street or on the sidewalk. Florida is very sandy, obviously, you know, and so I'm sure that that's acting as grit as well. So there's that. It's completely set now. Now the big reveal, we're going to add the worms. Everybody ready? Whoa. Oh, man. Look at those guys go. Let me just pull you in. And you can see I don't do a time lapse, but I have to say, this morning was 52 degrees out here, and these worms have really not moved very much. So I'm not really sure if they're even going to. I think they're probably just as happy holding on to each other and going, yeah. There we go. There we go. There you go, wormies. You're good. I'll pull the rest of those guys off of here. Look at can you see the little yellow tails on all of them? I swear, is that a clitellum? Couldn't be. These guys were way too small. As I was cleaning them out, they're so small, there were a few wisps. I can see, it looks like a wisp there and there, doesn't it? I promise I'll clean it out. I don't want to hold you. Anyway, I'm just going to put the rest of this on here. And we're empty. And quick as your Uncle Bob, we're empty. My friend Steve Digwell over at his channel says it's quick as your Uncle Bob and your Aunt Fanny. I don't have an Uncle Bob and I don't have an Aunt Fanny, but apparently they do things very fast. So that was it. I'm going to put my little coffee filter back on. I'm going to give it a little tap. That was supposed to be a gentle tap, but I gave it a good hearty one. And I'm going to hopefully rinse off all of my little worm friends. Again, it took me a good hour plus to do this, and boy, that is it's almost a thankless job. As my mother would say, it's like cleaning toilets. It's a very thankless job. But she never realized we were happy that she did it. Anyway, off subject. There. I think everybody's. I want to make sure that that's nice and wet. And you know I love this little sprayer. This is just the best investment. Rick bought it for me a few months back, and I've kind of, by the way, it mentioned that if Santa Claus is coming this year, I would really appreciate if Santa maybe brought me a sifter set, because doing these two I killed my back, and I think as you get older, you just you need some of this stuff. So there you have it, my friends. I hope everybody is having a great day, and that if you're composting worms or you're working in your garden, that you have great success, because this is just the most beautiful castings. Oh my God, I see another worm. It's never ending. I promise, put him back in the container. There we go. I probably had 500. Anyway, these are just the best castings. They are just so soft and so fluffy and crumbly and just the best. So you guys are great. Thanks for hanging out with me and my worms. And I hope you'll come back and see me again soon, because I'll be here. Take care, everybody. Bye.